Hey everybody, this is Chris K, and you're listening to the Productive Parks 5-Minute Podcast, the show for busy people working to change the game in the parks and recreation field. Today we're going to be talking about addressing resistance to using maintenance management software. Your team has been doing things one way for as long as anyone can remember. Now the decision to shake things up is met with plenty of mumbled and not so mumbled complaints and resistance. Resistance. We get it. And sure, implementing something new like computerized maintenance management software, CMMS, takes people out of their comfort zone. But it doesn't mean they have to stay out of these zones. They simply redefine what is comfortable. Start setting the resisting team members' minds at ease by addressing resistance in a calm, factual manner. Those grumbles may not be quite as loud. You may even see a couple of half grins. Here is some common resistance associated with implementing a new CMMS. We're busy enough. You want us to do more? When the CMMS is set up to be compatible with your agency's work, it will make things easier. A successful CMMS takes the processes you already have and makes them digital. For example, you can cut out extra steps in the work order process. With a simple unsatisfactory inspection finding, you create, send, and complete a work order while still in the field. And of course, there are more ways to make things easier. If a scheduled task needs more detailed instructions, the technician can use the software to see a document, PDF, or image associated with the task. The additional instructions can reduce unnecessary calls, trips back to the workshop, or incorrectly completed tasks. You can even upload digital versions of owner's manuals. You don't have to search through the old file cabinet to find the reorder part number for your brush cutter when the seasonal help mistakes a giant rock for a patch of weeds. Plus, you're ultimately cutting down on paperwork, or at least making that paperwork digital. So if you dread returning from the field to fill out work orders, inspection reports, and other notes, that dread will go away. You're getting all of this done in the field, and once you learn the new system, probably a lot quicker than filling out paper copies. Our budget is already tight. A CMMS is another expense. Ideally, when the rough edges get smoothed out, the necessary staff get on board, and you have it working the way your agency works, there are plenty of opportunities for an ROI. After all, your agency will have the following: quicker response times. Minor issues automatically get communicated faster and to the right people before they become big deals. Improved appearances. Parks and facilities look better, attracting more patrons. Better communication. Correspondence improves among all levels of the maintenance department. Decreased labor costs. Crews get scheduled to work more efficiently, requiring less overtime. We can't afford new tech equipment. The Productive Parks CMMS is entirely cloud-based. You don't have to purchase servers or other expensive tech equipment. You can use all your existing web-enabled equipment to run Productive Parks. You only need internet or cellular connection to transmit information via the software. Other guys aren't tech savvy. They'll never figure it out. If your guys can use a cell phone, they can learn to use the software. The dashboard for crew leaders and technicians is straightforward and user-friendly. They see their tasks, mark when they're complete, input the time spent doing them, and add any other notes or images if necessary. It's that easy. And to make things easier, the tech doesn't have to worry about pecking letters to make comments on a small tablet or cell phone screen. The talk-to-text feature also works when inputting comments and notes. Is there going to be a robot micromanaging me? We assure you, at this point, our development team has not created any maintenance management robot prototypes. And sure, it would be cool to have robots running around helping us with stuff, but if Productive Parks robots ever come to fruition, they will not be programmed to micromanage. But in all seriousness, the software isn't about micromanaging a crew every minute of every day. If you have more autonomous employees, you can have them choose their tasks based on what's going on for the day. The bucket list feature allows you to list several tasks that need completion. Then you give staff access to these tasks. They arrive for work, determine the best jobs for the day, and do them. Once finished, they record what they got completed and how long it took. After all, having an available to-do list is much more palatable than a nagging micromanager robot. If it ain't broke, why fix it? Think about it. If we failed to try new things just because we weren't sure how it would go, we'd cut all our turf grass with sickles and scythes. Can you imagine how many labor hours that would take? Not to mention the workers' compensation claims. We've been existing in a digital age for a while now, and it's not going away. Well, maybe not until Y3K. So why not use it to make your team's life easier and the data for your meetings more robust and appropriate? Please feel free to contact us if you have any other questions or resistance that needs to be addressed. Thanks for joining me for this episode of the Productive Parks Podcast. Remember to tune in each week for more tips on how to make your agency more productive.